Okay, we're here in the rock tunnel, which is a bad dungeon. But ignoring that, I did forget, not forget, I actually didn't remember this. Uh, that's forget. Wow, I'm dumb. But, I was, traveling around and I just happened to, run into a rare encounter in this dungeon, and then I reset to make sure that I didn't move anywhere, of course. I just sometimes mess around like that. But you can find Kangaskhan here, which once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, Kangaskhan, this is where you're located. So you can actually find Kangaskhan in here. Now, is Kangaskhan worth it? No. Not really. Why is that? Well, Tauros was already accessible really early. Not really early. Right before Olivine. And Meltank was also accessible. Now, one of the things that Kangaskhan shares with those two is the normal type. So it has to kind of contest those two for the spot, along with a couple others. But do I need a heal? No, I don't, because I'm just gonna use melting. But when it comes to the actual like use of Kangaskhan, it gets outclassed by Tauros because one, it's not located in the middle of the rock tunnel, and two, Tauros hits harder, it's faster. The only thing Tauros loses out is some HP and a little bit of special defense from what I remember. Their special attack's the exact same. Tauros has like a 5 or 10 attack, what's it called? Positive over Kangaskhan. Like, yeah. But before I get back to it, Kangaskhan, not really that good. And plus, we're about to talk about another Pokemon that has a very, very strong position for a normal type. This is going to be killer. So, the Kanto radio works like this. There are 3 stations, one at 16.5, places people, garbage, don't listen to it. Let's All Sing, which is on 18.5, it's garbage, it's marches and lullabies, which increases or decreases your wild encounter rate, respectively. Don't use it. And Pokeflute, which is on channel 20 and is merely for the Snorlax. I recommend you do this even if you're not going to use Snorlax. The reason, you want its held item. It has... I actually almost forgot something. I almost forgot Ultra Balls, because I know I have like 2. But its hold item is the elusive leftovers, which I would really like to have on my Meltank. But, I mean, we can hope, right? Now, but we're going to catch up. It is a one-off. No, I want to go Pokegear. This is not turning out. Alright. Now, as soon as you get the EXPN card, you can access this feature, and then you can talk to the Snorlax, and it'll be like, roar, I'm a giant, and attack you. Now, unlike Kangaskhan, which comes way too late, and really has a lot of competition for your normal type, Snorlax is really strong. This is a Pokemon that will not go down in one hit. It has the bulk of my Meltank with more HP, more special defense, and very slow. It's actually one of the slowest Pokemon in the game, which can detract from it for an in-game team. But when it comes to overall what it can do, it learned a lot of different TMs. It is the king of using Curse. So if you have the Curse TM, this would fit on it pretty fast. It has access to Body Slam, Rest, Snore, and Rollout, which makes it quite strong. So, like, overall, this is probably your best overall team member to be found in Kanto. And it's a normal type, which I already have, so I'm not going to be using it. Let's see how much that did. Critical hit. I don't know. I want to see how much Skarmory takes from it. It's neutral because of Flying Steel. Let's see how much it takes. The defensive wall is here. That's amazing. Skarmory freaking rocks. Alright, let's try another Ultra Ball. I know it's not that weak, but I can't really switch Miltank into another rollout. Yeah, when it comes to probably the best team member found in Kanto is Snorlax, and I can actually see a feasible, like, use for it even while waiting this long. It is just that good. And Curse is fun to use. Though Curse is more a competitive move, but it can work in game. Hey! That was perfect. That was actually really cool. So, when it comes to the normal type you should pick up, Snorlax is the one. And the path is not clear. We're going to go to Pokemon Center and we're going to do some shenanigans because I want leftovers on Miltank and I want my Gengar with me. So, yeah, we're going to be messing around with this real quick. I'm getting... Typhlosion is going to be stored for quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but a decent bit because Gengar is going to be with me. I'm going to store Bellsprout for a second. I'm going to need it back. I need Gengar for my team. I'm going to be using it, of course. And where is the Snorlax we caught? It's all the way up here. Ignore me. But, now that we've done that, there's actually a new Pokemon that we can access. Please just go in here and take this. By the way, I really like... No. Take the item. Oh. 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 Fantastic. We have space now. I know it was a waste. I don't care. Give me my leftovers. Now here, you can have this. Give. Look at this. Is already holding a big bow. Switch items. Alright, we're gonna store Snorlax and get Bellsprout back. But when it comes to what we have access, I just like totally slurred. But we have access to Diglett, which is a pure ground type, is incredibly fast unlike the Marowak family, and ultimately at this point is way too late to pick up a party member this week. Like, Diglett does not hit that hard. It could not kill a Charizard with quad weakness, though no stat. I mean, like, Dugtrio is fast, it'll guarantee at least one hit, but I'm not going to guarantee that it kills everything. Dugtrio does get better in later generations because of its ability, but here, I'm not the biggest fan. Comes too late, and unlike Marowak, doesn't really get a boost with its held item anywhere. So, now that we can access this part of the route, we're going to clear it real quick. There's not that many trainers from what I remember. If you remember all the way back when I was going from the south side of Lavender Town into it, I did battle the trainer on the very right side of this route, like on the very entrance, and that was to remind myself to do this. Which it didn't really help, but it's just habit. So, I want to talk about what we went through. Last part in this part, kind of, was the Rock Tunnel. Very short in comparison to Red Blue, which, if I remember, Red Blue took a part and a half or something. I actually don't remember. There's not a lot of trainers here. But, when it comes to bad dungeons in Pokemon. There's quite a few that try and contest the worst dungeon. Though, in my opinion, it hands down goes to Rock Tunnel. I've never, like, I've never put the game and waited 2 weeks just because Cinnabar Mansion was there, or Pokemon Mansion, or Lavender Tower, or Union Cave, or Ice Path. You see the pattern? I really never care. Crobat's interesting, but I never really care what I'm about to go into because I'm just going to be fighting wild Pokemon, and really at the end of the day, that's it. But Rock Tunnel just hurts me on so many levels. It's so boring that I have to find something else to talk about. Destiny Bond is a move that will kill both Pokemon if you die. So if Gengar uses it on, let's say, a Machamp, and Machamp uses Earthquake, they will both die. There we go. Quick explanation. My pack is full. I forgot about that. But when it comes to like just Rock Tunnel, it's so bad. I have to find stuff specifically to talk about to distract me. I don't remember what I said in Red and Blue, but I was actually going to prepare to talk about bad dungeons in games before I found Kangaskhan, which allowed me to get 2-3 minutes of talking about why it's bad, which saved me from thinking of anything in Rock Tunnel because it is such a bad spot. If it did not have Sealing in this game, I probably still would go through it just because there's other items. I'm a sucker for the items. Alright. Route 12, look at that. We made it all the way around. That's actually a good note to end off. So next time, we are going to be going through Diglett's Cave, which has a lot of Diglets, of course. But more importantly, it is one of the final steps to getting to Pewter City and then to Mount Moon, which is very important. Overall, we are getting very close to the end of the game. You have to think about it like this. We have Misty, the gym leader. We have the travel to Pewter. We have Brock. And then we have the South Lake Sea and Cinnabar, which is not that big of a deal, as you'll soon see. And then we have the 8th gym leader. And then we have Mount Mortar to go do. And then Lugia, Ho, and the final part of the game. So we are pretty close to being done. So next time we'll be going through Diglett's Cave, and that was shocking. Well, you're in Diglett's Cave. Did you not expect that? So till then.